Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 9 math. You can find all the best in the students.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password is provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 9 math and then click on view all lessons. Here you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter compare and observation numbers, absolute value and opposites, convert between decimals and fractions and number lines. So please make sure you have your method and pencil so that we can note down the important examples and definitions as well. So I have my grade 9 math lesson that is compare and order rational numbers. Let's just start with the grade 9 math. Compare and order. Well, shift these numbers in order from latest to least. 8, 5, 25, 5, 25, 0, 40. So convert the fraction into decimals, right? 8 over 25 will be on 3 just use the calculator. And negative 18 over 40 is negative 0.4, right? You need to write them down from greatest to least. So 5 is the greatest number. 5 is the greatest one, then we have 0.32, and then we have negative 0.4. Fraction negative number always already positive, got it? Let's just start with the test questions. Put these numbers in order from greatest to least. So you need to arrange them from greatest to least. So greatest number because fractions are 2 is the greatest one and 16 over 32 is 0.5 or 16 over 32 and then last one 2 over 5 and negative numbers are always smaller than 8. Positive numbers, so option would be least equal option. So option number 2 is the correct option. with the statement true. 3 over 60 and 9 over 20, which is the correct option. So 3 over 60 is when you simplify the fraction 3 over 60. That will be 1 over 20. And here we have 1 over 20. Just divide them by 3. So 3 over 20, 9, which is 1 over 20 and 9. So their denominators are equal. Just look at the numerators. 1 is less than 9. So 1 over 20 is less than 9 over 20. The correct option is option number 2 is the correct option. That is which sign makes the statement true? 37, 40, 1 over 5. So 37 over 40 equals 0.95, right? 1 by 5 is 0.2. The 0.925 is greater than 0.2. Option number 1 is the correct option. Greater equal. So which sign make put these numbers in order from greatest to least, which is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. So go ahead with me just in the next lesson. Absolute value and opposites. What is the opposite of 6? The opposite of 6 is negative 6. Opposite integers are the same distance from 0 but in opposite direction. Let's start with the test questions. Absolute value of negative 3.6. Negative 3.6 absolute values are all the values that are positive. So negative 3 by 3.6 is 3.6. Option 1 is the correct option. What is the opposite of negative 6? The opposite of negative 6 is 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. What is the absolute value of negative 6.8? Absolute value of negative 6 is 6.8. Option number 1 is the correct answer. What is the opposite of negative 1? The absolute value, the opposite of negative 1 is 1. Option number 1 is the correct answer. Opposite of 4 is negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option. What is the value of negative 3? Absolute values are always the positive values, so the absolute value is 3. Option number 1 is the correct option. Absolute value of 1 is 1. That is already a positive number. So the correct option is 1. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. By the way, let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is convert between decimals and fractions. Let's just start with the lesson. That is negative 0.8, right? Negative 0.8 as a fraction in simplest one. So first thing we need to do is remove the decimal point, add 1/4 decimal point, and then assume that is 8 over 10. Divide both numerator and denominator by 2, that is the common number, that is 4 over 5. Because then you have to put the negative sign, so that is negative 4 over 5. just start with the test questions. Right, negative 0.8 as a fraction in simplest form. So that is negative 0.8 that would be first if you place 1 point at 1/4 decimal point and then we have a 0 because that is 8, we have only one digit of decimal. Now divide them by the greatest common factor that is 2. 2 times 4 is 2 times 5 is 10 and then we put the negative sign. So option number 1 is the option that is negative 4 is the and negative 10 as a decimal number. That would be negative 0.9 option that we use in the function. Zero point 0.37 we can write as 57 over 100 option number 2 is the right option y100 because we have two digit after decimal point. And you need to add two zeros so that is 37 over 100. Right, negative 1.5, negative 105 is the decimal number. That is negative 0.2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Right, 7 over 50 as a fraction, as a decimal number. That is 0.14. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can tell us about yourself for today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Our lesson is number lines. Type the missing number. So we have negative 91, negative 92. The number that is before negative 91 is negative 90. Let's just start with the test questions. Negative 35, negative 36, negative 37. The numbers are 35, 36, 37. So the number that is before negative 35 is that is negative 34. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 90. Option number two is the correct option. Okay, type the missing number. So which number is missing? Type the missing number. That is negative two. Option number two is the correct option. That is 70. The missing number is 70. The missing one is negative six. Option number one is the correct option. Type the missing number. So which number is missing? That is negative 55. Option number two is the correct option. Type the missing number. Negative 88 is option number one is the correct option. Type the missing number. That is negative 77. We are done with the lesson. So we are working on grade 9 math. Chapter we're working on is numbers. The lessons we have covered today are compare and order rational numbers, absolute value and opposites, convert between decimals and fractions in number lines. Please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework under next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can simply click on the like chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box and here. So every question or confusion if you have any questions.